You must have seen a lot of Rayhaan fragrances being reviewed, but the Rayhaan Terra hits a totally different spot. But whether it's on the positive side or the negative, I will be discussing about that further down the video. And if you are interested in the other two fragrances of Rayhaan, I would highly suggest you to check those videos on my channel. And since we are doubling down on that 100k subscriber mark, and we are just shy of it by 98.4k subscriber, please consider subscribing to the channel. And even before we start this video, please hit that like button and please do comment down below for the YouTube algorithm. So without any further delay, let's get this video started. So let's start with the presentation and packaging as always. Now I will be quickly moving through this one as it is extremely similar to the Rayhaan Aquatica and Obsidian which I had earlier reviewed. By the way, a quick reminder, you can find those videos in the top I button. Now coming to the Rayhaan Terra, the box is fairly similar. All the patterns and information are exactly similar to those earlier packagings. It is just that the colorway is going to be slightly different. The dark green combined with an old metallic color, something like a mix of bronze and copper. Let's keep the bottle aside and get into the bottle design. Since I have discussed about these similar packagings, I am going at a slightly faster clip. Now to the bottle, the outer pattern you are watching is made up of plastic, but it looks as if metal has weathered a bit. It has a satin finish, not completely glossy, neither it is matte, and the glass inside has a very dark green color to it. You can see the juice level fairly easily, and at the bottom there is perhaps the batch code. Personally, I love the color combination of the Aquatica the most. I think a slightly lighter shade of green would have given it more contrast and slightly more pop. What are your thoughts on the bottle design and the color combination of this series from Rayhaan? One more thing, the outer plastic you are watching, it is definitely prone to scratches, so you have to be a bit more careful than regular glass. Now let's quickly take a look at the atomizer as well. As you can see, the atomizer is just like the previous fragrances were. Not pressurized but perfectly fine. They have a good wide spray and they will definitely get the job done. Now combining all the aspects, the presentation, the packaging and of course the atomizer, I would rate it an 8.5 out of 10. Not bad, but there is certainly room for improvement. Now to the most important criteria, the smell. I would say this is the most adventurous and daring fragrance that Rayhaan has put up till today. This perfume opens up very spicy. To my nose, the cardamom, pepper and cumin are very noticeable, and along with that I am also getting a green balsamic facet. You know what? The balsamic nature is coming due to the patchouli combined with the coriander, and if you have tried the coriander, it gives off a spicy, slightly fresh and mentholated smell. Maybe mentholated is not the right word, but something along those green lines. If you have tried the coriander seeds, it has a distinct smell, and that smell combined with little bit of vanilla and lots of resinous and ambery sweetness. I haven't tried the Amouage Outlands, but it does remind me a little bit of the Boss Bottle Elixir, especially the combination of patchouli and frankincense, with the difference being this one is not too focused on that patchouli note. Instead it has a very sweet dry down. Maybe it's not the Boss Bottle Elixir, it may be the Boss Bottle Absolute, because the Absolute is much more sweeter, but it doesn't have that smoky aspect, and the balsamic smell softens down after the first half an hour. In fact, in the dry down, it is much more of a variable fragrance rather than the opening. If you are sort of a person who likes spicy, sweet, warm fragrances, then you are going to absolutely love this one. Again, I would say the balsamic quality may be polarizing for some people, but for me, it's the best cold weather fragrance from the Rayhaan perfumes. Again, it is not the best winter fragrance out there, but it is certainly the best from the Rayhaan fragrances, at least from what I have tried till today. Does this all mean that it is a blind buy worthy fragrance? Absolutely not. As I said earlier, the opening balsamic smell can be very polarizing. I love the fact that Rayhaan has tried to do something different rather than going for typical designer smell or the usual vanilla based fragrances. And this fragrance does really offer very good value for what it is offering. And if the prices fall to around the 2200 rupees mark, it would be even better. For the scent profile, I would give this fragrance a solid 9 out of 10. Now coming to the versatility factor, I don't think this is one of its strengths. It's not going to be a very good option for formal events, and since it has that polarizing balsamic smell in the opening, I would not recommend it for date situation either. I would say reserve it for special occasions or some casual events during the fall and winter season. So as far as versatility is concerned, it is not its strong suit. I would give this one a 5 out of 10 for the versatility. While it may not be very versatile in nature, it does have very good performance. I get solid strong projection for the first couple of hours and somewhat of a soft projection even in the third hour. And the longevity on clothes is about 7 to 8 hours. So in terms of performance, I would give this fragrance a solid 8.75. almost a 9 I would say. Now I don't say it often, but it certainly leans towards the masculine side. But if you are a lady who loves spicy, green, sweet fragrances, then you can certainly pull this off. I would just say don't go heavy on the spray routine. About 2 to 3 sprays would be more than good enough. Please hit that like button if you found this video helpful, and don't forget to comment your thoughts, as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm as well. If you have any feedback for this or any of my previous video, feel free to comment down below, and the next video is going to be really special. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on my new videos. So that's it for today's video. I will meet you all in an exciting new video. Till then, stay safe and as always, stay honest.